I chose it for a reason. I mean, I knew that I wanted to find something with a very strong story at the centre of it, and I knew that I could do something imaginative and action-based that would go against the expectations of the title.
You know, it's obviously a story that's resonated for hundreds of years and has been around for a long time and been retold in many different forms. And this version is different again. You know, it's a sort of, there's a gothic kind of darker spin on what we've seen previously, and more like actually the original, the Grimm's fairy tale.
You know, the thing with the Grimm's, it's 7 pages long, so it's pretty hard to. You know, it's not like you've got Tolkien or something with volumes and volumes of where to go. You've got literally, you know, woman looks in mirror, girl eats apple, girl dies, girl wakes up, and it's like, wow. So, you know, you then have to build that to expand that world, and that was exciting.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is fairest of them all?
You are the fairest, but there is another destined to surpass you.
She does things other than sweep and whistle and cook. She cooks, right? I don't have much of a connection to the Disney one.
I didn't even watch the original.
Really?
I just thought it's kind of, I knew it roughly. I can't remember her cooking and cleaning, but yeah. She certainly doesn't do that in this film.
Who are you? Why is the Queen wants you dead?
You should know you're the one hunting me.
There's been plenty of strong queens throughout history, so it's not, you know, it's not unheard of. I think that, you know, you couldn't have a Snow White, for me, who's sitting, you know, tweeting with birds by a well, waiting for a prince to come and cleaning the dwarfs' houses. You know, it doesn't, it's too soft.
I've seen what she sees. I can kill her.
Of course, there's the tension between Snow White's character and obviously the purity and innocence that comes through that role. But then, on the other hand, you have the character of the Queen, the evil Queen Ravenna, and obviously played extraordinarily well by Charlize Theron.
I mean, they're very, you know, they're both similarly aligned. They've both lost everything, and they're connected by this 3 drops of blood that kind of recurs 3 times through the film. But, you know, they're parallel, they're reflections of each other, ultimately. One is the dark and one is the light. And the huntsman, his job is to bring darkness to light, or light to darkness in this case, so that the world can spin on its axis again and nature will return to its order.
You have eyes, huntsman, but you do not see. She is destined to end the darkness.
So it's nice playing around with those very simple black and white themes.
With things that are so black and white, it's a story about good and evil. It's very fundamental, like you said. It's just that you have, you know, 2 of your main characters are, their main personality traits, their character traits are good, evil. It's not, you know, it's within that. To humanize those people, that was what we were interested in.
I will give this wretched world the Queen it deserves.
And then you throw Charlize into the mix. Was she as terrifying in real life as she is on screen?
Pretty much, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
She's intimidating, but I think you've said this before. It's the kind of it welcomes the challenge. You know, it doesn't make you want to cower in the corner. You want to rise to that.
Yes.
And she just lifts everybody's game. You know.
Why is she of such value?
That is none of your concern.
And if I refuse?
I think what's great about Chris is he's got so many dimensions that an actor needs, and I think what'll surprise people is seeing those other facets of the character, and you start to see him open up towards the end of the film, and it's very heartfelt.
Rupert Sanders, his first feature film, how was it working with a first-time film director?
He understood how to visually tell a story, but understood heart and truth and character, and that was his biggest thing. You know, the visuals were a bonus.
He knows why the images that he chooses evokes what they do. He's not just obsessed with capturing that image and then sort of like leaving us to just figure it out. It was always very connected and very, very deliberate.
It was a challenge. It was at times I thought suicidal. But you know, you get these opportunities in life, and you either take it and run with it, or you run away scared. And I took it and run with it.
Dear Snow White.
And in terms of the physicality of the film, that was something I think Rupert also wanted to bring across. I mean, we've got you crawling through a sewer and jumping off of, massive heights.
Massive heights. I love how this has turned into like this cliff.
7-story cliff.
Yeah, I know. I was terrified though. I mean, even though it wasn't that high.
Yes, it was.
Right?
Don't ruin the magic.
I know.
7 stories.
It was so scary. I hated it. That moment before I jump, really, truly, I had to do it 2 different times because the first time I was like, let's cut. We're
She
wasting
did one like
film.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
And it didn't look as cool.
It's quite an intense ride. It's very vivid and has a great impact. But I think, I just hope that they take some kind of emotion away from it, or some kind of message or understanding. I hope the audiences leave having had a nourishing and wonderful experience.